And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The Lions at 4-7 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On play action, they'll throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here.
Pass complete. Now race for the marker.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off, here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up the third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
This time Jackson will throw it. That caught by Trimble. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he loses the football a second time. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to look deep for more.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And the Lionsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Again, it's Taylor.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll look to throw. That's caught, and again, it's Goodwin.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Tanner Conner,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have moved out in front.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second play waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Jackson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. On third down, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, it's Jackson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands here of Hardman.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They go play action with Jackson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you it's not very good.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here.
There he goes, left side. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit.
Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 70. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does feel like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw here.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at about the 28. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
From the 44, Jackson. And some room to run now.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Mecole Hardman, 44 yards. And the Panthers get a bit closer.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes destroy Lions 28, Panthers 14.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And taken right on the 30. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, first and 10.
Now it's Jackson.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Jackson on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
And Jackson going to hold on to it again.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. Jackson. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, That's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be taken at the 13.
And he's all the way across the 50 before he's finally pushed out of bounds.
A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
From the gun, Jackson. On the slant, he's got Hardman. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Carolina. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments. I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
From the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Boy, 175 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Running left, Taylor.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw. The sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here we go on 4th down. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say,